If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up. Good morning, good morning. Angie B is back. You say not feeling 100%, but it is so good to see you. I'm so glad you're feeling better at least. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hey, Kat. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you guys are having a good Sunday morning. I figured I'd do this pop-up live and share these documents with you. I'm effing Rakin sent them to me. So shout out to Rakin. But we're going to look at the exact filing that the judge is going to read in their case. So welcome in and hit that like button on your way in. And also vote in that poll. I want to know if you guys think that the judge will agree with the DA's recommendation. I think there's a great chance that he will. However, I don't know. I want to know what you think. Where is everyone? I don't stink. I got a shower. I'm telling you, Angie, I think I'm shadow banned, dude. It's been like this for a while. For a little bit here. Hey, Florida Mama Bear. Put a 1 in chat if you got a notification this morning. I kind of scheduled it at the last minute, though, too, Ange. Good morning, Juno. Good morning, Lisa. Now they're starting to file in. Good morning, Sherry. Butter, camera. No one got notifications. Oh, 111. Okay. Some of you guys did. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. Hey, Chris. Chris says, good morning, everyone listening while I finish work. I didn't get one. I just happened to look. Well, thank you for looking, Chris. You are a real MVP today. Get your coffee because we're doing coffee and court docs this morning. You guys are looking me up. That is so sweet. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, I never imagined that anyone, even if it's just 44 of you, like looking me up. Good morning, Misty. Misty, did you get a notification? Tato posted it in Discord. Go Tato. Tato's my girl. Thank you, Potato. Bat Tato. Hey, I got everybody. I got the oh, hang on. I got the schedule up for this week. You looked me up too, Divine? That's so nice. I'm never even online this early. Or I guess it's not even early anymore. Damn. I've been a busy bee this morning. I got the whole schedule up for this week. So you guys can go hit the notifications. Hey, Laura Lou. And look, you guys, Angie B is back. She's been ill. Oh, Camera said she just watched the Susan Smith video. What did you think, Camera? You guys, if you watch my Susan Smith video I dropped this morning, there is a link in the description where you guys can click it and go and tell the parole board what you think of Susan Smith getting out. I did. Hello, Cindy Lee. Good morning. Yes. Here, I'll show you. We'll do show and tell. We'll do show and tell this Sunday morning while we wait for people to stream in. Not kiss and tell, but show and tell. We need to help out Susan's ex because guess what, y'all? He is like, I do not want her out. And who can blame him? Who can blame him? That's David Smith right here. Susan Smith's ex-husband. And he says he would be honored if anyone in the public would actually let the parole board know what they think about Susan getting out. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, fit to be tied. So what you do here is, oh, I know she doesn't need out. I agree, Angie. But down here, when you go to the description, you'll see down here, it's this link here, southcarolina.gov. And then if you need her prison ID, I did conveniently put it below the link so you guys can do that. Good morning. Good morning, bad girl. I got to get rid of that Sarah Boone stuff. Good morning, everybody just coming in. Happy Sunday. You guys do anything fun last night? I had my daughter over last night. She ended up staying the night, ate cookies. It was a nice night. I had a great night, actually. It was really nice. That kind of stuff is much needed and very grounding. Very grounding. All right, let's get rid of Boone's Farm here. We don't need to see her name in chat anymore. We are all done with Sarah Boone. Sarah Boone will be sentenced, I believe, December the 2nd. I got her tight. Yep. Actually, her male friend did. He actually got it off without the tool, which was amazing. Lisa says I could almost get on board with Andrea Yates getting out. But not this whack job. I agree. Andrea Yates actually gets a review every year. Did you know that? Every year, Andrea Yates, and she always declines. Thank you, Misty. December 2nd at 1:30 p.m. Yes, so if you guys want to go over there, get the link, let the parole board know that you don't think Susan Smith deserves to get out. So listen to what her husband had to say real quick.
And I want to tell the parole board, you can't let her out. I mean, she did it intentionally with malice and forethought, as they say in the courts. And 30 years is just not enough for justice for Michael and Alex. For her to come out of prison in the future would be an injustice to Michael and Alex. She needs to stay in there until she dies of natural cause or whatever. But she needs to stay there for the rest of her natural life. When people want all the attention, what do they call those kind of people?
Narcissist.
Yeah, she's very much a narcissistic person. She's gonna make it about her any way she can. She shows that in the things, all the trouble that she gets in prison. She shows that it's still all about her. She's not gonna, to me, she's not gonna change.
Members of the public can write to the parole board through its website to voice opinions on Susan Smith's possible release.
I would be honored if they would do that, if they would express their feelings to the parole board about her being released.
I've included a link if you would like to voice your opinion on Susan Smith's release. Look at these babies. So if you guys haven't checked out my Susan Smith video, I just dropped it this morning, and that link is in the description. You can tell the parole board why you don't think she should be let out. There's two good reasons right there. There's two good reasons right there. If I've ever seen any reasons, those are it. Those two precious babies. She got in trouble because the documentary company actually put money on her books. They put money on her books. and she is not allowed to make money off her crime. And the prosecutor has actually spoken out and said, I didn't know that she was going to be eligible for parole. Like, that was not something he understood was one of their choices. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but she obviously has not learned a thing. She has no boundaries. Like, she still doesn't respect the rules. She's been caught. Let's take a little gander at something real quick before we get into Menendez. Let me show you something here. She's been a menace. Now she's stayed good for, I don't know, 10 years, 9 years. She didn't get in trouble. But let's look at her record for a second. All right, here we go. Here she is. And if you scroll down here, it says disciplinary sanctions. And we start down at the bottom because that's the oldest. The oldest was in 2010. She got caught with narcotics, marijuana, unauthorized drug or inhalant. She lost her visiting privileges, telephone for a whole year. Property privileges lost for 60 days. Detention for 60 days. Loss of canteen for a whole year. On another one. Just a month later, she did the same thing. Or no, I'm sorry. A month later, it was mutilation. No, I'm sorry. She did the drug thing twice. In March of 2010, and then again in April of 2010. And then on the 30th of April, again, mutilation. And then February of 2012, unauthorized use of an inmate's PIN. 2015, another drug one. And then we have just in the end of August, communicating with victim and or witness of crime. I don't think she should get out. I don't think she's learned a damn thing. And these are all the places she's been moved. Earned work credits. This is the jobs that Susan Smith has done. Ward keeper assistant, safety security clerk, ward keeper assistant, senior teacher assistant, office clerk, landscape laborer, senior groundskeeper, food service aide, laundry helper, shipping and receiving clerk, bookkeeper, canteen operator. She requested to be a ward keeper assistant and a senior groundskeeper. And those are the two she requested. Oh, here's more. General worker when she first came in 95. And then she moved to a canteen operator helper. And then she got promoted in 95. Machine operator, custodial worker. I wonder when she started screwing the COs, probably when she was a ward keeper assistant. Skanko. She was a secretary. So she got caught with drugs in 2010. She was working as a laundry helper. Shipping and receiving clerk. That's when she got in trouble. She was doing shipping and receiving. That's probably how the damn drugs got in there. Yes, she stated that her boyfriend didn't want children. She has also earned custodial services, horticulture, and work keys certificates. She's participated in character-based programs, but she's still doing the next calls with these old-ass perverts. This woman is a danger to society, in my opinion. What's up, Black Eagle? This woman drove her 2 children into a lake and let them drown. I don't know who Lindsay Clancy is, so I can't say. Hey, Amy C. Good morning. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hey, Cherie Tomlinson. Good to see you. Cherie. Pussycat. Good morning. All right, let's get into Menendez. After all, that's what you came here for. All these 90s crimes resurfacing. It's weird. It's weird, y'all. Okay, so this is the actual filing that the judge will be looking at. And it's weird, this Milton name. I've seen this Milton name come up like 5 times in the last week. The hurricane, there was an attorney Milton, there was 2 other things that came up with Milton. And I was like, whoa. Look, Lindsay Clancy, it's such a sad, sad case. Oh, the one up in the, like, Connecticut or something, up there, Connecticut, or I remember her. Okay, it's a newer case. I remember that. Darlie Roudmere. Oh yeah, she's another peach. Is Granny's watching it here? Where is Granny? I have been so out of the loop because we're streaming Sarah Boone, and now it's done. She had a boyfriend that said he didn't want to raise children. I don't see Granny, but if you're here, Granny, hello, good morning. All right, so let's get into it. Superior Court of the State of California for the County of Los Angeles. People of the State of California versus Erik and Lyle Menendez. Petitioners on habeas corpus. To the Honorable William C. Ryan, Judge of the Superior Court, George Gascón, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Gascón, prosecutor, and Mark Garagos and Cliff Gardner, counsel for the defendant's petitioners. Kathleen Katie submits his application requesting permission to file an amicus curiae brief to assist the court by providing informed perspective of the murder victim, Kitty Menendez. Hey, Granny. What's up, Grans? There she is. You do think they'll get out divine timing? The murder victim, Kitty Menendez's brother, Milton Anderson, as well as relevant law regarding any pending habeas claim or petition for resentencing. Although there is no clear authority for permitting an amicus brief in the trial court, there is also no authority that precludes the court from allowing the filing of an amicus brief if the court finds it helpful. Then they go into the case law. The elected district attorney has publicly stated that he is considering the habeas petition and is also potentially considering a resentencing petition. The media has reported that Gascon's office stated a decision would be made within 10 days of October 16th. Despite numerous requests on behalf of Milton Anderson to, quote, reasonably confer and to receive notice of any decision, the DA's office has not provided any substantive information or responded to the request to reasonably confer. This leaves Mr. Anderson in a difficult position of having no idea of how or what position Mr. Gascón intends to take. That Mr. Anderson also does not know whether Mr. Gascón intends to file a sentencing petition or upon what code Mr. Gascón would rely for such a resentencing petition. This leaves Mr. Anderson in the untenable position of filing an amicus brief for the court's consideration. Now, that is Mr. Milton is their uncle who is against them being released. Here is the statement of facts. And this will give you background into the case if you don't know the case. At approximately 10:30 p.m. on August 20th, 1989, Joseph Lyle Menendez and Erik Galen Menendez entered the den of their parents' home in Beverly Hills and fired shotguns multiple times, killing their parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez. The shotguns had been purchased 2 days earlier in San Diego by the defendants using false IDs. At the time of the shooting, Jose and Kitty were unarmed, watching television, and eating. Jose suffered 4 gunshot blasts with buckshot ammunition. Kitty suffered 7 gunshot blasts with buckshot ammunition and 2 gunshot blasts with birdshot ammunition. Lyle told an attorney and friend of the family that he thought his father might have changed his will and that changes might be in the family computer. Lyle told witnesses that either the Colombian cartel or mafia were responsible for the killings. Jose and Kitty's assets were valued over $10 million. Erik and Lyle each received over $325,000 in life insurance proceeds. Erik and Lyle told a therapist that they killed father because they hated him, and the mother murdered their mother was, quote, murder killing. 2 witnesses, Amir Eslamina and Jamie Pisaric, testified about efforts to fabricate evidence. Eslamina, a high school friend of Erik's, Beverly Hills High School, started visiting the brothers in jail. Lyle asked Eslamina to give testimony favorable to the defense, specifically to testify falsely that the day before murders, Lyle and Erik came to him and said they needed a handgun for protection from their parents. Pisaric was the other witness who testified that Lyle had asked her to give false testimony. In December of 1990, Lyle asked her to testify that his father had done to her what had been done to a character in a movie called, quote, At Close Range. Pisaric was familiar with this movie, seen it with Lyle. In the movie, a man gives his son's girlfriend a sedative, then tells the girl to stop seeing his son. The girl refuses, and the father violently raped the girl. Lyle said Pisaric had to do it. A large sum of money was to be placed in her bank account. Pisaric said if money appeared in her account, she would tell the police. Erik Menendez testified at trial that his father had molested him. Erik's cousin, Andy Cano, testified at trial that Erik told Cano that his father had been touching him in a sexual manner. Neither mentioned anything about Erik having written Cano a letter referenced abuse. On March 20th, 1996, well, they didn't mention the letter because they probably forgot about it. On March 20th, 1996, the jury found defendants guilty of 2 counts of murder with the special circumstance of lying in wait and conspiracy to commit the murders. On July 2nd, 1996, the trial court imposed consecutive terms of life without parole on the murders and stayed the conspiracy sentence. On May 3rd, 2023, the defense filed a petition for habeas corpus claiming to have new evidence. Gascón is facing re-election. His opponent is Nathan Hochman. On September 30th, 2024, NBC received a reported a recent survey showed Gascón trailing Hochman by 24 points. On October 3rd, 2024, the LA Times front page read, Teen killer's case haunts Gascón. On October 3rd, 2024, Gascón called a press conference. He made no announcement other than to say he was considering the habeas petition in the Menendez case and was also considering possible resentencing. Is my mic acting up? Can you guys not hear me okay? What are you doing? Cutting out? Man. It's going robotic. Really? That is weird. Did it do it the whole time? Or did it just begin? God, it was on a roll too. How is it now? Sounds like rubber bands. What the? Why does this keep happening to me? Have you guys seen other streams acting wonky? Oh my gosh. It was doing it the whole time? Hang on. Could you guys hear it? Okay, so did you get the gist of it? Do I need to start over? Rubber band voice? It does sound like I'm on a rubber band. It was steadily getting worse. I'm glad you said something, Granny. Start over because now I'm here. Oh my God. Well, let me see how much we have left. Quite a bit. God almighty. Well, we can start here at the statement of facts because I think I was cutting out. I want you guys to get. We'll start over. I'm not going to look at chat. We're just gonna read now the statement of facts. And this is what the DA filed, right? October 23rd, 2024. Or this is filed by the attorney for Milton Anderson. Is that what this is? I'm fucking confused now. Y'all, what a disaster. All right, I'm going to read and I'm going to read quick. At approximately 10:30 p.m. on August 20th, 1989, Joseph Lyle Menendez and Erik Galen Menendez entered the den of their parents' home in Beverly Hills and fired shotguns multiple times, killing their parents, Jose and Kitty. I'm not starting at the very beginning, Granny. At the time of the shooting, Jose and Kitty were unarmed, watching TV and eating. Lyle told an attorney in front of the family that he thought his father might have changed his will and that changes might be in the family computer. He also told witnesses that either the Colombian cartel or mafia were responsible. Jose and Kitty were worth more than $10 million, and Erik and Lyle received $325,000 in life insurance. Two witnesses, Amir Eslamina and Jamie Pasaric, testified about efforts to fabricate evidence. These were students at the school. Lyle asked Eslamina to give testimony favorable to the defense, specifically to testify falsely that the day before the murders, Lyle and Erik came to him and said they needed a handgun for protection from their parents. Pisarek was the other witness who testified that Lyle had asked her to give false testimony. In December of 1990, Lyle asked her to testify that his father had done to her what had been done to a character in the movie called At Close Range. Pisarek was familiar with this movie, having seen it with Lyle. In the movie, a man gives his son's girlfriend a sedative, then tells the girl to stop seeing his son. The girl refuses, and the father violently grapes the girl. That is so disturbing, okay? Because that is what Jose is accused of by Roy Rossello, the Menendo member. He's accused of drugging and graping Roy Rossello. And you guys, if I start to robot again, let me know ASAP so I don't keep talking. Lyle said Pisarek had to do it because a large sum of money was going to be placed in her account. Pisarek said if money appeared in her account, she'd let the police know. Erik testified at the trial that his father had molested him. Erik's cousin Andy testified at trial that Erik told Andy that his father had been touching him in a sexual manner. Neither mentioned anything about Erik having written Andy a letter that referenced abuse. On March 20th, 1996, the jury found the defendants guilty of 2 counts of murder with special circumstance of lying in wait and conspiracy to commit the murders. On July 2nd, 1996, the trial court imposed consecutive terms of life without parole on the murders and stayed the conspiracy sentence. On May 3rd, 2023, defense filed a petition for habeas corpus claiming to have new evidence. Gascón is facing re-election. On September 30th, 2024, NBC reported a recent survey showing that DA Gascón trailing Hochman by 24 points. They're making this political. On October 3rd, 2024, the LA Times front page read, quote, "Teen's killer haunts Gascón." This headline was later changed to "Gascón gave teen killer a second chance. Now she's charged again." So they're saying that this Gascón is doing it for re-election. And the entire basis behind this is that if the boys were prosecuted now, it would most likely be manslaughter, not all of this lying in wait and the conspiracy and all of that. It would most likely be a manslaughter charge due to the abuse. Now that they have a witness to the abuse and the letter. But I want to put it out there. When you think about this case, try to think about Madeline Soto. If Erik was Erica, would it be different? If you heard that Erika Menendez was graped her whole life, like Madeline Soto, would you have sympathy? If they were the Menendez sisters, people would have viewed them different. They were laughed at, they were ridiculed. There were Saturday Night Live skits made about their abuse. They were called gay. I mean, it was horrible. But they weren't adults when it happened. What if Maddie had survived the abuse and grew up to be an adult and she offed Jen and Stefan after all she'd been through? They really couldn't escape because their dad it's like telling Diddy's victims to escape. Their dad was as powerful like a Diddy. He was like the Latin Diddy, the CEO of RCA Records. Everybody hated him. No one would stand up to him. It's going weird again. How is it now? Is it better? This is effed up. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let me know. Let me know if it's working better now. It's better? Okay. I had to refresh my window. No, just let me know when it gets bad because just refresh. That is so weird, Misty. It's not like that for Misty. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Go ahead and let me know if it's robotic. I can't remember what we were talking about, but I'm going to continue reading. October 2024, Gascón called a press conference. He made no announcement other than to say he was considering the Pittston in the Menendez case and was also considering re-election. No, we didn't hand trophies to everyone. You're right. It was a different time. And I'm not saying that, you know, that was wrong, but in this case, it's robotic. We should, Granny. Let's do it. Let's do it. We can play some clips from the trial and debate it out. I'm already hated enough. It's bad again. That's weird. I am roboting out. I have no idea why. Hold on. Let me try something here. It makes me sad. Am I still roboting even when I close that? Let's see. Great. Thank you. What the fuck? All right, I'm going to read. Okay, how about now? Is it better now? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I just replayed mine on my phone and it sounds fine. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. YouTube has been weird lately, though, guys. It really has. All right, let's try it this way. Hopefully, I don't turn into Amika. Don't move. Yeah, YouTube has been glitching. I was watching Where You Know, and he lives by me, and he was having the same problems. See, it's glitchy again. Every time I share something, it alternates. Let's try this. I turned off echo cancellation. How's that? You've watched other people when they are having the same problem? All right, well, let me see if I can get through the rest of this document. There's only a couple pages left. This sucks. And this isn't streaming. This is Talk Studio, so it's YouTube. Billy, you didn't get a notification? It's been so weird. What? Let me try something real quick here. Sometimes my hard drive makes things wonky too. My external hard drive. So I just unplugged that. Oh my God, StreamYard just swiped $50 out of your account. I can't believe how expensive they've gotten. I think it's fixed. Yeah, it's $50 now, Potato. A month. Yes, Kathy. Milton is the boy's uncle, only family member not supporting release. They have 24 family members, including Milton's son, in support of their release. Thank you so much for that tidbit. You think it might be Spectrum? Hey, Stranger. Hey, Granny, we got a planned debate on the Menendez thing. Dual streams. I don't use StreamYard. I usually use Streamlabs, but today I was like, oh, I'm just reading a document. So I'll just, use this because I'm only showing one thing. I'm not playing videos, and then here it is. But it seems like okay now, right? A little bit still robotic. It still sucks. Okay, I'll just finish it off. It is what it is. Okay, so on October 3rd, Gascón had the press conference. On October 8th, had a recorded debate when asked about the Menendez habeas or resentencing. Gascón said, quote, the decision will be mine. On October 14th, Mr. Anderson's attorney notified Mr. Gascón via email that Mr. Anderson was asserting and requesting all of his constitutional and statutory rights. Included in the email was the following. It's the Rico Suave. Read Kathy Bradley's messages, guys, because she's got a lot of info that is correct. Mr. Anderson, specifically asserts his right to be treated with fairness and respect and dignity. The reasonable notice of all public proceedings and right to be heard regarding sentence or post-conviction release decision. Because you have confirmed that you personally will be making the decision as to how to proceed, Mr. Anderson is asserting the right to meet with you personally to discuss the case and the decision that you have apparently made. Kitty Menendez's brutal murder was not political. Jose Menendez's vicious murder was not political. Erik and Lyle Menendez's motive was pure greed. Mr. Anderson demands that any decision you make not be political. Jose Menendez's vicious murder, he requests to confer with you immediately and hear your decision before you hold another press conference to announce your decision to press and the general public. On October 16th, 2024, at 9:35 a.m., I emailed Miss Theberg, asking her to confirm that your office will provide notice before any action is taken to court. Again, this is the boy's uncle who do not want him released. This is their mother's brother. To date, I have not received a response. This morning, I attached the notice of appearance and assertion of rights in Judge Ryan's court and served you in the defense. On October 15th, Miss Theberg invited me and my client to attend a meeting the next day that was just scheduled. I informed her I was unable to participate as I had a conflicting court appearance that had been scheduled for several weeks. The media has been reporting that as of Wednesday, October 16th, you will make a decision, although you have not responded to my October 14th email. Mr. Ingves attempted to chastise me for making assumptions based on tabloid gossip, not information from our office. We wait with anticipation for your office to provide information. Until that time, we have no alternate but to gather information from the tabloids, since that appears to be your preferred method of communicating. The current habeas petition asserts a false narrative that the jury is precluded from hearing evidence of abuse at the second trial. 2/27/1998 Court of Appeal opinion, however, confirms that substantial evidence of the alleged abuse was admitted at the second trial. Any excluded evidence was determined to be cumulative. The jury also had evidence that Lyle asked two witnesses to commit perjury. Amir Eslamina testified that Lyle asked him to lie the day before the murders. The brothers told him they needed a handgun for protection. And Jamie Pisarek testified that Lyle asked her to lie and testified that Jose gave her a sedative and violently raped her. The alleged new evidence, which is referenced in the habeas of the letter, is suspect. Let me try to refresh again. I don't know if this is going to fix it for a minute, but let's just get through this. Damn it. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, it says it is unclear. Is it really bad? Hey, Raken. What type of reset you may be contemplating? Of great concern is that the defendants are still fabricating a fraud on you in the court. If that is true, they are certainly not rehabilitated. I also received information that while in prison, the brothers have violated regulations and use of cell phones for drug trafficking. Again, this would demonstrate a complete lack of remorse and rehabilitation. What? Where did they drug traffic? I've never heard that they drug trafficked. Contrary to your public assertion that you will be handling the case, on October 15th, Mr. Ingves informed me the habeas matter is being handled by the Writ and Appeals Division. The review for potential resentencing is being handled by the resentencing unit. Mr. Anderson once again requests that you meet with him and provide notice of any upcoming hearing. This guy wanted them to freaking meet with him, and then when they said they would, he's like, oh, got another court date. Although Mr. Gascón has not responded, hey, Dr. Momo, to a request to meet Kitty's brother, Milton Anderson, on October 21st, Gascón took time to be interviewed by People. Hi, Trisha. Yeah, they did. They don't have anything bad on the record. I don't know why he's saying this. As reported in People, Gascón says he will make a decision on whether or not to recommend sentencing and that the brothers are not a danger to society. Based on everything I know, I don't believe they are, Gascón tells People. Quite frankly, they probably haven't been for a very long time, if they ever were. I think this is not like they were going around killing people or robbing people on the street. On October 22nd, 2024, The following email was sent to the district attorney. This is the uncle again. To ensure my client's constitutional rights are not violated, can you please answer the following questions? What DDA is assigned to review? What code section has a decision regarding the resentencing been made? Can you confirm we will receive notice? To date, we have not received responses to our inquiries. Points and authorities. 1. The alleged new evidence is not new and does not warrant granting an imperfect self-instruction. Given the defendant's attempt to suborn perjury, the new evidence should be viewed with skepticism. Even at face value, however, the new evidence would not require an instruction on an imperfect self-defense. Erik argues the trial court's refusal to instruct the heat of passion was error. We disagree. The trial court determined that the evidence presented in the case did not justify the giving of the instruction. The evidence indicates that defendants, after initially shooting their parents, realizing their mother was still alive, went out to Erik's car, reloaded Lyle's shotgun, and went back into the residence to complete the act. The Ninth Circuit also evaluated the imperfect defense claim and determined the instruction was warranted under California law. Had either Erik or Lyle presented evidence that at the moment of the case, they had an actual fear and the need to defend against imminent peril to life or great bodily injury, this evidence would have helped explain why they had that unreasonable fear. Nonetheless, the fears leading up to the murders and the reasons why such fears might have existed are not the threshold issue for California's imperfect self-defense instruction. Consequently, the state court's decision was an error, let alone a violation of due process. Should the DA's office concede, we ask the court to set the matter evidentiary hearing so the court can examine all the evidence to determine whether the claim should be granted. Despite requests to under Penal Code section, Mr. Gascón may be contemplating regarding filing a resentence petition. We have not been provided that information. Based on horrific actions taken by Lyle and Erik Menendez on August 20th, 1989, which the jury determined was motivated by their desire to inherit the parents' fortune, Mr. Anderson believes that justice was served. The jury found Erik and Lyle guilty of multiple murders for financial gain, and the judge sentenced them to life without the possibility of parole. Signed this 22nd day of October by Kathleen Cady. Here is the declaration. I, Kathleen Cady, declare as follows. I am an attorney in California. I represent Milton Anderson, brother of Kitty Menendez. I'm pro bono and receive no compensation for representing Mr. Anderson in this action. District Attorney Gascón is facing re-election. And then she goes to state the headlines. We read those. So he's basically saying, nope, proof of service, served to the prosecutor and Mark Garrigo and Cliff Gardner. What's up, Garlic Man? Right, your everyday sheep. Milton Anderson just happened to find an attorney who's endorsing Hockman and is working pro bono. The people in defense moved to continue the aforementioned case for another setting on December 17th, 1:30. The people and the defense have communicated this request via email dated Corey Carpenter. Who the hell's Corey Carpenter? That's all of it. I didn't realize this was filed by the uncle's attorney. I thought this was Garrigo's. So I apologize for that misinformation in the beginning. This was filed on behalf of Milt Anderson, the brother of Kitty Menendez. Good morning, Danielle. I am doing well. Good morning, Lucid. I'm sorry about my connection. It was horrible this morning. I apologize. There was a full resentencing memo. I don't think I have it. One chat if my audio has fixed itself. I think I have it right here. Oh, we read this, I think. How many pages is this one? We read this the other day, I believe. Here, I'll share my screen though. Hey, Cricket, the audio is still bad. Gosh darn YouTube. Leave it to YouTube. Yeah, we did. We did read the resentencing memo. I think we did. When was this put out? 10/24? This is new, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't read this. I didn't have this one. All right. I'm going to save this and we'll have to this when the audio is fixed. It is very bad. Check your mic wire. It's not a mic wire. Because watch, if I restart or I reload, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, it probably will be better now for a minute. Let's see. See, it's A and then it goes bad again. It's a lot of people on YouTube having an issue. Let's go, Lions. Let's go. Well, I hope YouTube gets it fixed. Broken guitar strings, rubber band voice, whatever it is you want to call it. There's not a date yet, Evelyn. Question though. No date, but I've document and I will go over it another time when I have a better connection. I achieved it, so I actually thought that's what I was reading until I started reading it. I had the wrong one. So I'm gonna but there's two of them, Rake, and the one you sent me was the uncle's filing. And I thank you for that. But I didn't have the other one. Or I missed it. Yeah, people have been, their chats have been freezing. So on and so forth. So you guys check out my events that I've got up this week. I did, Lucid. I did see Silver's on the Scene is a fucking failed comedian, actor, floor salesman, etc., etc., etc. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to try to go live again later, see if this thing has fixed itself, and maybe we can go over those other documents later on. Hey, Lovey. I am a robot. I will eat your brain. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. If you could hit that thumbs up on your way out, twang your way on out of here, y'all. Dance it out. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. See you in the next one.